Hello, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. I hope you're doing well right now. My name is Zero. Welcome to the first episode of my Speedpaint Storytime series. And yeah, today I'm going to be telling you all about the time when I worked in a restaurant and a lady took a shit in it, like right in the middle of the floor. And in our hotel too. So to give some context, basically, I used to work, this is all like before COVID and everything else. So like, this is when times were happy and normal and people could just go outside and whatnot. But anyways, I used to work in this hotel downtown, and it was like one of those fancy hotels. Well, not really. I didn't work at the hotel. I worked at a restaurant, and it was connected to the hotel. Like, the restaurant was on the bottom, hotel was on the top. And even still, though, that hotel was fancy. I'm not talking about this is nice to take the kids and everything else and blah, blah, blah. Nah. You got to be ready to drop a lot of coin to stay in that hotel. Like, celebrities stay in that hotel. Like, I've seen Slasher, I've met Ski Mask, the Slump God's cousin, manager, whatever the fuck his name was. I'm sorry, bro, if you actually see this video. And I also met the guy that raps on stage with him too. And yeah, it's a lot of, I forgot. I feel like there was someone else I'm forgetting. But oh well. Anyways, but yeah, the hotel was fancy, like I said. So the restaurant had to, keep up with the same, bougie little upkeep and whatnot. So one day in the summertime, like, everything is kind of slow today. Like, I wouldn't really say slow. It was like kind of average, but like, it was a normal day, really. And let's just say it was semi-slow. And well, the doorman, he came in. Because, like, he and I, we like to just chat, we chat every now and then. Even, like, every doorman, they always replace him out, like, with a different one throughout the day. But it's like, we always just be talking and whatnot. But, yeah, he just came in and everything else. We were talking, we're bored. And then, like, this lady comes in, and she's like, she's in a rush. Like, you can tell, she gotta go. Like, she gotta go. And we just point her up in the direction where we just go like, oh, up the stairs, around the corner, bathrooms behind the concierge desk. And she like fucking bolts. And we're like, we don't think twice about it. So time skip is still me, the doorman, and the guy at the bar. So me and the guy at the bar, we all just chilling. But I want to say like 10 minutes, probably like 5-10 minutes after that lady left to go upstairs, we all suddenly noticed the smell. The thing is about me, like, if I can smell something, because like I have a shitty sense of smell. Like, I can barely smell anything really unless it's strong, and it smells really fucking good too. But if it's not one of those, like if it's one of those, then that means it's strong. Like, it definitely wasn't the first one, but it definitely wasn't smelling like no roses or some like homemade gumbo or whatever else. Y'all, that shit was disrespectful. So like, we just smelling it, and we couldn't find the source of the smell. And then I want to say about like 5 more minutes later afterwards, that's when the doorman comes back in. He's like, I found the smell. And we go like, what? Where was it? And he's like, it's my shoe. I stepped in dog poop. And it made sense at the time because there was a lady and with her small dog that came in literally a few minutes before the lady that ran to the bathroom, right? So we started putting 2 and 2 together. So we're like, oh, so it was the dog, and we just didn't know. Okay, yeah. So, doorman goes upstairs, goes to the bathroom, cleans off his shoes and whatnot, and then he comes back down. Everything, day goes on again as per usual. But then we still smelt it, though. We thought it was just like the leftover smell leaving his shoe at first, but no! It was still there! And if anything, it started getting stronger. And we were like, hey, yo, what the fuck? We were like, what? So, like, the guy at the bar, he comes around the corner. I want to say the guy at the bar's name so bad, because I know him IRL still, and we're like, cool and shit. So I'm like, do I say his name IRL or not? I don't know. But just for safety reasons, we're not gonna call him that. We're gonna call him Mac, like from It's Always Sunny or something like that, because Mac is always trying to get swole, and my friend, he's trying to get swole, so let's call him Mac. But yeah, anyways, Mac comes around from behind the bar, and he goes like, yeah, okay, nah, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, he's just fucking had it. And honestly, I fucking had it too, because it's like, yo, what the fuck? We can't be having a restaurant smell like shit. You feel me? Like, we can't be, that's gonna turn away customers. You feel me? So it's like, he comes around the corner and he starts looking for it, and he finds like a footprint, like trail going up like behind like someone else must have stepped in it also, because it goes around the corner to like where they have the elevators, and then it also goes up the stairs to where that we told like that lady to go. And we like, oh, hell no, like this thing is just going up through the hotel now. So Mac, he gets a mop and everything else. He mops up the restaurant and everything else. And then basically time skip to the end of my shift. Like, I'm done and everything else. I clocked out. I got my tips. Well, I'm finna go clock out, but I got my tips. About to grab my skateboard, about to dip. And then like the doorman, he comes around. He was like, hey, Zero. And I'm like, yeah, what up? He's like, I found the source of the smell. I found who took the shit. And I'm like, wasn't it the dog? He was like, no, it wasn't the dog. You remember that lady from earlier? And then I'm like, oh yeah, I remember the lady that ran up to go to the bathroom. And something I forgot to mention was she actually came down like after an hour, and she kind of walked out really quickly. Like, you know how when you do something bad and you trying to walk away as fast as you can so no one can pin you to said incident? Looking back, she definitely had that look, y'all. So he goes, you remember that lady that had to go to the bathroom earlier? And I'm like, yeah, what about her? He goes, it was her. I'm like, what? He was like, she took a shit in the hotel. I'm like, what? So like, basically, where she was running, we didn't notice, because like she was holding her butt a bit, and she was basically taking this shit and running up and everything else while like going, like running to the bathroom, because she was wearing a dress, guys. She was wearing a dress. I feel so bad. Like, she was wearing a dress, so it was just falling down and everything else. But that's not the worst of it. The worst of it is that apparently when she was in the bathroom, like according to the housekeeper that told the doorman, there was shit everywhere in that stall. Like, my God, guys. Apparently it's like shit was smeared all on the sides and everything else, all on the floor. And at first, you know what? I take it back. At first, I did feel bad for this lady. But how the fuck do you get shit all on the stalls and everything else like that? Like, what? Nah, you just made the housekeeper's job way, like, 10 times difficult. I'm pretty sure they do not get paid enough to do that. Actually, no, I was friends with one of them. She said they was making bank a bit. Actually, no, I can't remember if they was making... You know what? We're not even gonna talk about that, because I can't even fucking remember. But, yo, let's just say she didn't... Honestly, in my opinion, she didn't make a fucking enough to deal with that shit. Literally. Oh, it was just such an interesting day at the hotel. And that's just one of many stories. Like, if you guys come back again, I'll tell you all the story about the time how a creepy old man tried to get me to come up to his room, how a dog bit my manager, and how some guy thought one of my drawing pen cases was a fleshlight. I got a lot of stories from there. So like, follow, and subscribe. I'm glad you guys stuck to the end. I hope you all like the video. Hope you all like the picture. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Link in the link to the socials down below. Yeah. Shit. How do I close this thing out? I don't know. I'ma just wing it. All right. Love you guys. Peace.